Hello everybody, I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to some more World of Tanks. So today, I am going to play kind of like my top picks. Just a tank that I go to play anytime I just want to win and do well in. And we're starting off with the Scorpion G. Just reliable gun, fairly decent mobility, fairly decent view range with the setup that I have and with the fairly skilled crew that I have at this point. The only weakness, I guess the main weakness of this tank is its lack of armor. It basically doesn't have any armor. It's basically just high explosive magnet. So that's what you have to kind of watch out for in this tank. But other than that, basically mobility fine, view range fine. Camo is a little bit on the worst side since this is quite a fairly big tank, but its gun is definitely the highlight of this tank. As we can see, nearly a 91% win ratio, close to free marking this, but it's really hard to free mark this because a lot of people are playing this tank and it's really hard to excel. You know, for 95 I'd have to be doing 2,700 damage per game constantly. I guess it's not impossible, but you do definitely have to know how to play this game and this tank in the game in order to be doing well constantly, game over game. But we are on the Berlin map, so I guess we are going to go down south and snipe at tanks on the other side of the map, I guess, to begin off with, and then we are going to see where the game takes us from there and see if we can flank or do anything like that throughout the game. But we are probably going to move up over here once we get unspotted, because we got spotted by either the M41D or the AMX 30-105. They do have an artillery, which is probably in the A1 area, or like, you know, within this kind of boundary of the map, so we should be fine with getting shot at from the T92. We probably don't want to be getting shot at all by the T92 because they're quite a big gun, you know, the biggest gun of any in the game, I'm pretty sure, right? A 203mm, if I'm not mistaken. It can't be too sure though, but a big gun nonetheless. Even after all of those RT nerfs throughout the years, it still does do quite a lot of damage when it penetrates you. Especially, you know, it's a lot easier to do that when you have no armor at all. So yes, that AMX is getting in worrying places over there. If it gets into the middle bunker, it can get out some fairly good shots at our opponents over here. Not really much to shoot at for the moment. Our AMX, I guess, doesn't really have the commander's vision system to kind of poke through these bushes and hopefully spot some TDs on the other side. I guess the only thing he could spot in there is WZ111 GFT, because that's the only tank that hasn't been spotted in any other location so far. Like, we are definitely losing time, losing damage, and I think we are breaking through the north, so I think I sense an opportunity to get through over there. The M41 has gone down, so I shouldn't be spotted unless his kind of commander's like a vision system, I guess you could call it, or the cupola was sticking out, but I don't think it was, since we have managed to go through and there's only 2 tanks left over there. So yep, that's the, oh, that's not drive-throughable. So the north has been conquered, so not much hit points left, to be honest. So let's actually try and do something and actually get some hit points in, because if not, then we are going to have to go for round 2. There's no way that I can leave the Scorpion G with no damage done. And there you go, a kill for the first round over there. I'm actually going to reload some high explosive rounds for this AMX over there. This is actually quite risky to kind of go in for this AMX or this M41, but with the high explosive round that isn't going to penetrate, because I'm pretty sure we hit in between his turret and kind of body. It didn't really do much damage. Can we do damage to the Leopard? He isn't really doing. He's just gone away. Is he going to go up? Is he going to go up? No, he isn't. I'm looking for a high explosive round, to be honest. I hope to get one on the leopard because, I mean, that's the only chance of any decent damage left is on that leopard. It hasn't really been the best game. It's not really the best map for this tank. And the game we won the game too quickly by the team. That was our last probably chance to hit the leopard over there. We fired, we missed, and we only did 700 damage. So I am going to play the Scorpion once again at the end of the game though. Our kind of overall statistics have gone up over this game, which is good, which is nice. Maybe one day I'll get the free marks on this tank, but as I said, it is hard and definitely not going to do well for you when you are having games like that. But moving on to the Brask. Now this, as you can see with my fairly skilled crew, is the tank that I go to in kind of mission marathon kind of times. Back when I had time to go through every mission marathon, this and the Scorpion, all the tanks that I did it through, basically got up to mostly, what was it, like 10 levels of the things, so I probably got up to like tier or level 8 with these, and then, you know, I ran out of points, so I just kind of played my other fairly good premium tanks and made my way through like that. But yes, okay, what do we want? We could either go full kind of damage build or spotting build, and seeming as we are on this map, and if I actually have enough view range, I should actually switch out the coated optics with the commander's vision system if I don't have the actually what do you call it, another loadout that I actually have the commander's vision system on a spotting kind of slot, because that definitely should be in that kind of slot. So we do have an EOC even 90 over here, and there's another one of those on the enemy team, but I'm just going to see what happens with my setup over here. Now, is the EOC going to go over there? Yes, he is. So I'm going to go low, and hopefully we are going to spot out the enemy EOC even 90 before he spots us and we die very, very soon. Now, times like this, you would probably want to be shooting, but that is definitely not what you want to do, and we want to shoot at this. Well, we don't really need to. Are we going to get spotted? Please no, please no. Okay, we are good. At tanks like those, in this kind of a map, you want to risk taking the shot and getting spotted, because if you take a tank like that out, you are definitely going to do fairly well, and this EOC is probably quite mad at me for going out over here and taking his spotted damage, of which we haven't really done nothing yet. But there we go, MO2. But with the setup that we have, we can definitely go in and get spotted by the MO1. Hopefully, that's the only shot that we take. There we go, we actually managed to avoid, I'm pretty sure, a round from the WZ-111 GFT. Okay, we got some damage out. We got safe. We got hidden. Now we can probably go in for some more damage of our own, maybe. Now, definitely not going to be as accurate as I would be with my other setup, because this is just kind of spotting damage based, and that other setup I have just fully focused on the gun. I don't even think I have coated optics. I think you would have to skip back and see, but yeah, I basically have two extreme ends, of one being full damage and other one being full spotting, of which this is the full spotting, and it's doing fairly okay. I guess we are battling with an ELC even 90, so of course he is definitely going to be taking a decent chunk of damage away from me, but I think we are still doing fairly okay over here. You know, we can put up some damage of our own, and 2,500 will take that spotting. Can we get some spotting on this 50 TP still? Let's get it as close as possible. There you go. We are sharing spotting with the Eva 90, which, you know, fair enough. You know, we nearly did 3,000 spotted with 1,000 damage of our own. And now, I guess, hopefully we can do some more damage of our own. But look at this aiming time without any of the other kind of stuff I would have. Luckily for this, I have such a good crew that even without being fully aimed, I somehow managed to pull off some amazing shots in this. Lorraine 50T going after the Cobra. We are going to reload in time to get this Cobra. I'm pretty sure. Maybe we are, maybe we're not. Okay, there you go. Just manage to not reload in time. But there you go. You know, what was that? Nearly 3,500 damage combined in, what was that, 5 minutes or so, maybe even less. That's what the Brask does. If we went on a damage focused map, we would have basically done that in damage alone. That's why I love this tank. It's just amazing for just anything, any kind of situation. This is the tank you want. Now moving on to the final tank, the Progetto M35 Mod 46. Fairly similar to kind of playstyle as the Brask. You just have to go in, swoop in, destroy it, swoop out, and spot, I guess. You know, it's not really as efficient as the Brask. You definitely have a lot worse camo as you would have in the Brask. But, you know, spotting range, you can basically get up to kind of similar levels as you can in the Brask. And it's good, it's definitely different to the Brask. 4 shots instead of 2, and not really focused on that kind of burst damage. It's more of a, you know, shoot one shell, reload, shoot one shell, and just keep on doing that until you take out the target. Now, luckily for me over here, we have actually gotten ourselves into the perfect matchmaking. I actually can't remember the last time I've been in such good matchmaking in a tier 8 game. It's mostly just tier 10s, tier 9s, or just full tier 8 matchups. But we'll take a tier 6 matchup with a nice helping of some tier 7s and tier 8s. We are going to go up to this hill over here because you can kind of, you know, have control over kind of majority of the map over here, because you can, you know, take out shots out from the kind of middle of the map, even kind of the far ranges of the middle of the map, and you definitely need to take control of it, because if not, the enemy team will, and the enemy team will want to do some good from there as well. I definitely don't like that I am up against a what was that, Chimera, I think, and the kind of beefed up what was that even, I'm pretty sure it's a mix between 2 tanks. But yeah, we definitely don't want to be facing that alone, especially since our T44 has just gone down for whatever reason. It hasn't gone up with us, so we are basically alone with those 2 tanks. There was someone over there, because that bush did fall down, so I'm not really sure who is over there. Some sort of fast tank, because it got there, you know, before us, so not really sure what that could be. Maybe the, I don't know, I'm not really sure. But yes, or maybe it was one of these tanks that went through. Not really sure. I'm trying to get some view range out, but the bush that I kind of should be focusing on is that one over there, but we can't really go out that far. I'm hoping for my artillery to do well against these 2, and hopefully I get left with, you know, just clipping them down to size, and hopefully yeah, not doing too much damage, because they are quite healthy and quite dangerous tanks, which I don't want to be facing 1 versus 2 or even 2 versus 2. Now, I'm not really sure. I definitely shouldn't kind of go fully in. If they were clippable, then yes, maybe. Not right now though, and it's a 3 round magazine, not a 4. That would be, I'm pretty sure, Progetto 65, the tier 10. That is just in a different league compared to this. But you know, this for a tier 8, it's still a very, very powerful tank. Oh, if you can actually aim the shells in. Oh, okay, we are doing really badly over there, aren't we? Oh, okay, no shells missed. I'm not, no shells hit even. I'm not really sure how we managed to do that. We actually exhausted our magazine over there, so that's one thing that you don't want to do in this tank. And we actually got hit by the Scorpion over there, so I'm just going to reload fully now. We have lost the Comet. Hopefully our... Oh, okay, we're just in a really bad spot right now, to be honest. Hopefully our kind of tanks from the base do something against this guy, because, I mean, we are in a really bad spot, as I said. We just have to go in and do some damage to him right now. If we can kill him, that would be best. Oh, that bounced. They are both 1 or 2 shots for me now, which is good. We just have to, I think, put the pressure on them now, because we just need to take them out. Or even if it means taking nearly 5,500 damage from that tank, but we just have to win this flank. Not really like the damage we've dealt to the damage we've done ratio, because that's not really too good. We are now a 2-shot for majority of the tanks on the enemy team, and I mean, we either have to take out this Scorpion or this I'm not really sure how much damage that guy does. I think, oh, that's not good. That's not good for us at all. That's how much damage he does. Quite a lot is the answer. Apparently he has 122mm or something like that, because he has done 390 alpha to us. Now we are left on not so many hit points versus quite a lot, and this just definitely doesn't look like the best of games, and it looks like we are probably going to lose. Oh, okay, we are still here to survive for a little bit longer, but it's just a matter of time before we get killed, as we are, you know, 5 kills versus 11 versus 12. That was a really important shell that didn't go in. That was just like kind of like a, you know, aim and hope it goes in, because now we have to put in 2 shots into the Scorpion still instead of 1. And I would have really loved to only be able to have to put in 1 shot against the Scorpion, because that would have meant, you know, 1 shot and he's out, and now we are just getting, you know, hit by every side, and that is a loss for us over there. What we should have done is, I guess, you know, put pressure on these 2 guys quicker to kind of win this, and, you know, take out the rest of these guys over here and push through, and maybe, you know, pincered the enemy team, but, you know, they still have like a full health T29 and a full health Tiger 1, so it's just our teammate on the other side of the map just don't really do enough, and that's, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Now, can we actually win with a pretty good game in the Scorpion? Hopefully we can. There's the defeat for the Progetto. You know, I'm only got it recently, so I'm only you know, slowly but surely getting the win ratio up. It's now at 51% or something, so not too well. It's not win percentage, is it? It is, I think. But yes, it's slowly just moving up, so yeah, it's not really focused or kind of shows how well I played that tank, because I definitely have better games than that. But okay, Scorpion G, this is more of a map for this sort of tank. You know, snipe at long range, not have to pretend to be some sort of medium or heavy tank at close ranges. I mean, you know, you could snipe on that map, but they don't really have tanks that would kind of camp on that map, so that just really where that kind of lost us a lot of damage. But over here, we want to get ourselves into this kind of a spot over there. What is that? The D5, C5 area. And we just want to snipe from there across the kind of field over there, up onto the hill, wherever the enemies are going to be, and hopefully do more damage than, what, 700 or 62 or something, whatever it was. It wasn't enough, that's all I know. It just was not enough. Now, they don't have any light tanks. They have a couple medium tanks that could play as light tanks, so we do have to watch out. but we should be fine over here for now. This charioteer is shooting out and getting spotted, I think. Not really sure what that defender is doing. Probably just saw a YouTube video of people just bouncing everything in that tank, and now just thinks that he can just go out into the middle of Malinowka and actually do something, but he can't, and he died. And he probably is a very bad player, or maybe a bot, because you see those quite some often as well. Now, kind of weird that there's only been one tank spotted on the enemy team so far. It's definitely quite quiet. We do have to watch out for those bushes over there when we are moving in and out of that position. I'm going to move up over here. Actually, this is quite risky as well over there. We have not seen an enemy tank so far. This is the most risky part of it all. There we go, we got spotted. Now, hopefully no one is in those kind of a position in order to shoot us, and I think we are safe. So, are we not spotted anymore? I think we are fine. We just kind of want to avoid this kind of a location, because that's just going to get us spotted. We just kind of want to shoot anything that's over there. This isn't really the best of spots to be shooting over there, though, but I mean, we can't really go anywhere else for us to be safe. And hopefully we win the hill, because our team just kind of thought, oh yeah, you know, we took out whatever that tank was in the corner, and now just enemy tanks have just started arriving now. So yeah, hopefully we get some shots in, but it is quite hard to get some shots in on this map, and that kind of a or that kind of way over there. So yes, I guess we're just waiting for someone to go up on over the kind of lip of the hill over there, or someone just to get spotted out in the middle of the kind of field, or you know, closer to their base over there. Somehow, sometimes these kind of maps, you just have to, the damage comes to you. The kind of longer and kind of more safer you play, you just have to wait for the right opportunity to cross, or to get Nomad spotted in the middle of the map, pull back quickly. That's probably what no, that's not what spotted us, because he was over 450 meters, so there must be something closer in these bushes over there. I mean, how far away is that? That is, okay, that's too far, so there's probably someone sitting in that bush over there. So okay, that's what we have to watch out for. And hopefully putting some shots into that lurver. Can we see that lurver? We can't really see that lurver. He's behind that kind of behind that cliff over there. We want to get ourselves into this spot now. I think it's probably going to cost us some damage, or cost us quite a lot of hit points, even, not damage. But that's going to mean that we get the side of the Conqueror, which is going to die before we get there anyways, because he's just chilling in the middle of nowhere for whatever reason. Not much damage left to do. And it's just another one of those games where, you know, sometimes just not in the right spot at the right time. That's the guy who was spotting us over there. Are we going to have enough view, gun the pressure even, in order to take him out? Yes, we are. I guess we have done more damage than in the previous game, which is good. Definitely wanted to do, you know, a couple thousand, not a couple hundred. So yeah, not really sure where the last tanks are going to be. Probably all over there or at the base. So I think we can just push forwards over here, hoping to put in at least one more or two more shots, and I think that's going to be all that we are going to get in this game. Anyone over here? Just looks like, you know, a ghost town over here. No one to shoot. No one spotted. Not really sure what the Campans are 50 tiers. Don't want to really jump out in the middle of you know, drive across over here, because that is going to get us killed, because there's still a TVP 100 out there somewhere, along with a Scorpion G, so, you know, those two shells would be enough to kill me. Picking up our second kill and 1000 damage now. Now, no one's going to two-tap me. Well, I guess they can still, but I want to do some damage or some spotting, whatever. And, you know, we are only going to do that when we kind of push the kind of tempo of the game. Not really sure how we are still alive. There you go, now we are dead from the TVP 100, but that meant that we went in, put another shell in, and actually did some pretty decent spotting over there as well. And yeah, the TVP 100 killed me from quite far away, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it had no problem penetrating me over there. Now let's skip this. How do we skip this? There we go. And 1,800 spotting, you know, we'll take that. So that's going to be 3,200 or somewhere in the region of that spotting, or combined in general. So you know what, pretty decent game. You know, could have done more damage, but it was just kind of how the game went down on this map this time around. You know, sometimes you can do, you know, 5,000 damage on this map if you are in the right spot at the right time and the enemies do what you want. But you know what, I'll take that. Not the best of games, but not the worst of games as well. Definitely better than the first game. So yes, these were my 3 kind of favourite best picks that I always kind of go to play when I want to do better in my just in my gameplay. Really decent tanks, and definitely deserve to be picked up. Definitely maybe the Scorpion G and the Progetto. Actually, the Scorpion G is probably the safest to get out of the 3 of them, because it's the easiest to play. Just, you know, focus on your gun, sit back, shoot, pick up a couple thousand damage. You know, the Brask and the Progetto are just more highly skill dependent, and you definitely you have to be more skillful to extract, you know, the max potential from these tanks, whereas the Scorpion G, you know, you don't have to play the best to do the best in this. But for now, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I guess, you know, that is going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.